the Program Director of the Gender and Development Office of the City of Muntinlupa, my one and only Ruffy Biazon, the officials of the city government, participants to this webinar, all women of Muntinlupa, good day. Republic Act number 6949, entitled An Act to Declare March 8th of every year as a working special holiday to be known as National Women's Day, mandated that all heads of government agencies and instrumentalities, including government-owned and controlled corporations, as well as local government units and employers in the private sector, shall encourage and afford sufficient time and opportunities for their employees to engage and participate in any activity conducted within the premises of their respective offices or establishments to celebrate National Women's Day. March has become Women's Month through Presidential Proclamation 224 and 227, with the former declaring the first week of March each year as Women's Week, and March 8th as Women's Rights and International Peace Day, and the latter providing for the observance of the month of March as Women's Role in History Month. This law was passed by the Congress in recognition of the importance that was placed on ensuring that women are recognized and acknowledged as having the same rights, privileges, and stature as their male counterparts. Prior to the birth and rise of the women's rights movement in the early 1900s, women were regarded and treated as being entitled to less rights and privileges such as voting, earning an equal pay with men, and education. Women were seen as limited to household chores and bearing children. Eventually, women became enlightened and started to claim equal treatment and opportunity in society, and what started as a women's movement for fair working conditions in New York City spread out around the world and became the global advocacy for women's empowerment. Today, that movement has gone a very, very long way. Women have won many rights and privileges and have gone up the levels of society, occupying leadership positions in government and private sector, and performing occupations that were traditionally reserved for men. The voices of women are now heard and heeded, the examples of which are women heads of estate who competently led their countries in successfully managing the COVID-19 pandemic in their countries. Women leaders like Angela Merkel of Germany, Jacinda Ardern of New Zealand, Tsai Ing-wen of Taiwan, Sanna Marin of Finland, Mette Frederiksen of Denmark, and Katrina Jacobsdottir of Iceland have shown that women are as much capable or even more capable as men if given the opportunity. I am thankful and proud that in Muntinlupa City, the local government, led by the distinguished and honorable Mayor Jaime Fresnedi, has been proactive in pursuing gender equality, particularly the empowerment of women, through the faithful and consistent implementation of the Magna Carta of Women, or MCW. Republic Act 9710 is a landmark legislation that institutionalized the government's program to empower women. More importantly, it provided the means to implement the program by mandating the allocation of 5% of an agency's budget, with all agencies of government tasked to include a gender-based program in their plans, programs, and activities. Mayor Fresnedi established the Gender and Development Office to ensure that the mandate given by MCW will be implemented by the various LGU offices with the guidance of the GAD Office. Over the past several years, we have seen in Muntinlupa the mainstreaming of the gender equality principles and the implementation of programs that strengthen women's roles in Muntinlupa society, provide skills and capabilities for women to be more independent, and protect and empower them against abuse. We want to see the day when society becomes gender equal, where a person's ability is not judged based on gender, that women are not stereotyped as only good for housework, that women are not objectified as creatures for sexual gratification, that women are not cursed and talked down to, that women are not physically beaten and emotionally harassed. The programs that the government is doing are done the whole year round, not just as a compliance during Women's Month. So as we celebrate this year's Women's Month, with the scheduled activities like the one we're having today, make a commitment to make change work for women. Not just today, but every day. Let's make the celebration of Women's Day and Women's Month truly meaningful. More power to the women.